Hello, hello, hello. How we doing? Bunny boy back in action? How about... Look at the beautiful views. And you guys don't like the goblet. To be fair, I kind of like this part of the goblet. Like the rest of the goblet's kind of whack, like when you're on these like walkways. But I kind of like being here in like the town center. It's very walkable, very human even. Anyway, we're back. Why don't you Fantasia to Lizard for Volcra? No, Volcra, you can't. Listen. Listen to my voice, Volcra. Don't let these scaled and tailed and eared people get you. Don't listen to them. Stay pure-blooded hearers. They got me. Look at what they did to your boy. This is what happens when you let these animal people win. Bunnies and lizards and everything. Is that an earring? Is that where that goes? I kind of hate that. I kind of think it looks terrible. Let's fix that. You Fanta'd? Oh, so you missed out. Oh, thanks for the sub, by the way. I just realized that. Yeah, I Fanta'd because, it was my birthday yesterday, and I was like, all right, we have to do dumb stuff on my birthday. So I had 5 Fantasias laying around, and I'm like, all right, I'm letting chat do everything. I removed my hands off the keyboard, and through the action of about 500 polls, this is what we came up with. What do you think? How are we feeling about this character? Let me paint the picture for you. I said this character looks like a lower rarity character in a Korean gacha game. How we feel about that? Marketed towards women. That's how I feel about it. Don't worry, also, I retain the right to return to my true form anytime. But it's really just a waiting game until I do, but... I gotta say, though, this run animation is so bad. It's so goofy. Glam on point as always, I know. This one was a little more of my doing. Speaking of which, Osha, I know you're a Alliance raid / raid enjoyer. We're gonna be hitting those pretty soon since we just cleaned up on Shadowbringers. So we'll be headed to the Eden ones is one of them. Can I be Lizard? Why do they have the best ponytail in the game? Also, hey Alicia. Back to your Imagine, I see. The Goblet is the worst residential? No, it's not. Look at this place. It's so pretty. I think, like I said, I think the Goblet's the worst if you're up there and like you're in the city streets. But look at this. I get the town center. You know, we host like parades bi-weekly. I kind of like it here. It's a pretty place. Plus, I'm waiting for the 8.0 update so I can really throw my hat in the ring of customization. That, the new character creator stuff and the toggleable parts of your armor are gonna go crazy. We're all gonna flourish together. I really hate that earring. I'm starting to understand why all the bunnies I've ever seen don't wear earrings, because that just looks so bad. Just kind of there. Like, cats don't wear earrings, bunnies don't wear earrings, and I understand now. Let's actually go get rid of that before we start. Let's see if this guy has an earring. See? Wait, no, he does have an earring. God, it looks so bad. I'm just gonna glamour check random people. I make my bunny boys wear earrings. I just don't like them. They look like a little mole on like your hair, which I guess doesn't make sense because my character has a mole, as well as freckles. Oh well. I'll be ridding it. I'll be ridding him of that cancer soon enough. Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it. Like, especially, like, this is sad to me. Oh no, I don't have hide earring. This is a disaster. I don't know how you guys do it, though. Like, look at this. Can't wear bunny ears? I still don't really understand this one, but... Can't wear my classic Quaint Trails hat? Like... That's a Murney classic. What do you mean I can't wear it? What the heck is this? You can't do that. I think they should just let you wear everything, and if it clips, you know? Like, who cares? Buy the power suit glam real quick. Is that that's this one, right? I have this. Star Pilot. This is kind of close, isn't it? Also, he has a little bit of nerd neck going on. I don't know. Got to work on the posture, you know? Pull your shoulders back. Well, I can't actually fix it, so... Unfortunate. Alright, alright. Back to Chai news. This is the first MSQ cutscene using bunnies. I hate bunnies. What is this? The lawns. I'm just... Wow, imagine not being able to fly. Hello, Taz. Hello, Shio. That's your name, isn't it? Bear upon my new glam, not glam, my new visage. That's the word I'm looking for. Look at how he strides. It's like a baby fawn through the woods. Aha, the old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with dastardly potent insulating powder capable of halting the flow of aether in a Talos. We only need to get within throwing distance of one and let fly. Thus disabling them with... I'm not even gonna try. Thus disabling them without damaging them. Ingenious. An old trick of the trade, no more. Once disabled, it should be a simple matter enough to get them to march to Yulmore. More extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I'd ask you to run along and do the deed, but as I've said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. I like the way this guy thinks. What if we just got other people to do the entire MSQ for us, right? What if we got ChatGPT to do the MSQ for us? My investor pitch. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something even I should be able to manage. Come off it, Master Chai. Oh no, he's like super Scottish, right? Come off it, Master Chai. Even if the Talos ain't a threat, there's 100 of one of the things out there waiting to make a meal out of you. He's not Scottish. He's like low-cost English. That's as may be, Kai Shear, but Rendon tasked me with solving this problem. I will not sit idly by while others risk everything to see harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say the mere thought doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove I'm a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Chai. Ready? All right, but if there's any trouble, we call it off. Yes, well, it should go without saying that I have no intentions of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labor. And to make sure I do, I will require your help. As Kai Shear says, these lands are dangerous if one is not careful. I would ask you to use my spyglass to look out for any beasts that could get in the way of my work. Also, we'll also need you to alert me when it's safe to subdue the Talos. Understood? Good, let's be on our way to off to Quickway, though through the north gate, and see if we can't find a suitable vantage point for you. All right, I found the out. I figured out how I can get you all to rally behind me to bring back the real Murney. What if every time my character speaks, I use the most like insufferable Saikuno arc anime boy voice? And soon enough, everyone will be on my side and be like, all right, we got to get you back to here. This is not working. Keep a lookout for danger and alert to Chai News when it is safe to incapacitate the Talos. Objective failed if he's spotted? Oh god, more weird MSQ stuff. What if we like that more? Go! That was it? Just one? That was the whole thing. This is what they were talking about when they said in the keynote presentation that they wanted to make guidance for the MSQ. Like, they're like, what if people fail the one-click puzzle? Where China screams at you. Oh, here we go. Part two. Calm yourself up, old boy. Everything will be fine. Go! Uh-oh. He's dead. Don't look! My man hit me with the Pokemon turn. The class. I have to start from the start. And you failed anyways. That's why they're adding the thing. That's why they're adding the easy mode for this. These MSQs are too difficult for me. Can I skip this? Yes. Alright, round 2. Okay, there go those things. I'm gonna wait for you to do it again, because you're gonna try to get me. Go! Oh my goodness, he hit me with the quickest turn! He hit me with the fake! He was like, ah. He's like, he crossed me up. That's crazy. All right, round 3. We're 0 for 2. All right, this time we'll be super patient. Super patient. Curses. All right, China, just tell me when you want to go, buddy. It seems like you got a good grasp on it. What? What do you mean it opened? What? Why was that so much better? I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. All right, I figured it out. So the way to actually play this minigame is you just let Chinese play the game for you. Don't try to read the robot. You may leave the next one to me, Murney. All right, fine. It's up to you, buddy. Ha! That should do it. Now we've all we need to proceed. My army of Talos have arrived. Why is he better than you at this? Well, because he doesn't, you know. Do you see how quick, like, when he says, oh, it's his back's turned, he just teleports. Meanwhile, when I click, he has to run over there, and he gives him all the time to turn and look. I didn't know he had a flash step, but he wasn't using it to help me. I can scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. I did it. Master Chai, I do believe I owe you an apology. Your plan to replenish Yulmore's food stores showed a forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it is plain your time at Daedalus Stoneworks has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by your extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more than qualified to be the next mayor of Yulmore. Thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains I am wholly ignorant of this world of politics, which is why I ask you to join me and grant Yulmore the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people behold these Talos, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Yulmore's leadership is at least last in capable hands, would you not agree? We probably should be getting back soon, Master Chai. If you've tinkered with all the Talos and all that, Lady Chai's worried sick. When are we doing a open world area hide and seek? You ready to check like every single rock for a crouched Lalafell?
Right. Right then. Form a line and make for Yulmore.
What's that noise?
What's that then?
Wicked White! Runaway Talos! Call the guard!
It's one dude.
Stay back! All of you!
Is that? Darling, you're back.
But of course I'm back. You didn't see...
Dearest, I can't...
This is how you kill the mayor. He's dead.
Oh, oh dear.
This is what happens when you become leader of a nation. They're out to get you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending, instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor. And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Oh, how wonderful!
Windows installs quality updates without my consent? How old's your computer? I think like a lot of Windows 11 is like weird compatibility issues, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I hate 11 too. No, not again.
Dearest, please!
All right, here's the question of the day. How many of you are interested in significant others who can crush you with their raw strength? I feel like there's at least a few of you that are gonna go, sign me up. That was quite a reception, one Master Chai will struggle to forget. More seriously, the arrival of the Talos has seized public's attention. Once we're there to gather around Yulmore, it'll be much more simpler to gather one and all so that Master Chai may make his inaugural address. I don't know if Ishtola could do that, but sure. Well, you could just say no. I was really talking to the rats in the audience who like see people like what's her name? Who's the forgettable Stormblood villain? I'm just trying to rage bait rat at this point. Let's continue on. Despite the butterfly. Fordola, no, not Fordola. the Imperial one, who became the trial. Step on me, mommy. That one, that probably helps a lot more, to be fair. Yotsuyu, that's the one. That's who I was thinking of. Despite that, although I guess she probably can't do it either. She'd try. She'd definitely try, but she probably can't do it. Despite the butterflies in her stomach, Charnews is prepared to do whatever. I'm just glad we cooked that Emmett Selk fraud. Just much to all of your chagrin. No need to fret, Murney. I've never felt better. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Yulmore. As to where to do it, if we're to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. Then I will go and spread word among the citizens, both free and bonded. They are to assemble to meet their new mayor. Kaishir, was it? Would you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Of course I will. Good lad. I'll let the guards know not to bar the way to Vothri's chambers. It goes without saying, expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend, assuming he's available. Might as well see if we can go to the bitter end, eh? The doorman at the Crown Lift will show you up. She can give stage 3 cancer, but not a chokehold. I'm pretty sure she would put you in a chokehold. The only boss that steps on you is Shiva. Yes, I remember, Rat. That was literally, you were there, and you were like, step on me because you were tanking and you wanted this. This is why I think you're the type. I've pinned you as the type. To the understory. To the canopy. Oh wait, are we doing this off the balcony? That's crazy. Oh no, we're going to the main room. Master Troy told us to expect you. But for you, the guest of honor, we've reserved a place at the front. Right this way, sir. What are you saying, Shio? Are you being paid? Are you being paid off to advertise in my stream chat?
Go on, dear.
Get him, Chai. This is your moment.
Thank you all for gathering here today.
I just thought you would want to know. I'm not falling for this new protein craze, right? Like, I know that's the new trendy hot topic, you know, we're making pancakes, but there's protein. We're making smoothies, but there's protein. I mean, they've had those for a long time. They're making crackers, but there's protein. Like, I'm not following this new age trend. I don't need it. Thank you for all gathering here today.
But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthry's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded.
Oh, VR NPC, look. They exist.
But today, we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning.
I'll address that when we finish this. Don't worry. Don't worry, Lulu. I see the comment.
As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Vorthry. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values.
Oh, he's pulling the George Washington, right? Like, yeah, no, I don't think America should be ruled by a king. I'm only going to serve for 4 years, 1 term, 2 term, right? We're not being here forever. I like the way he's thinking. They might not like it though. The music stopped.
No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Vorthry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new.
How many people can they
What manner
render?
of nation Yulmore should become.
How many people can they render in a scene? Because like they hype this up as like, oh, you have a spot reserved in the front, sir. There's going to be hundreds. We brought all the people from the derelict and the common people and the high end people, and there's like 20 people here. Is this an engine limitation? Like I could be standing like right here and I'd still be in the front.
Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward.
I'm trying to figure out if they're all going to clap at the end of this or if they're going to be like a lot of like
This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength. For Yulmore!
Uh-oh. They're thinking about if they should clap, cheer, or do nothing. Let's go, Kai. Cheer, get it started. That's how you do it. You get industry plants in the groups to start clapping, and then everyone starts clapping. They don't know he's our guy. They don't know he's an insider on our team. Ugh, the hair is clipping horrendously. So one time I did Shiva and in chat said, I hope she steps on me, just for everyone in chat to start shaming me and call me a gross kinkster. It was so weird. The best part was that she did step on me. Well, funny enough, we had the exact same experience where Rat was like, I hope, or not even I hope she steps on me. It was affirmative. Rat was like, step on me. And then, well, she did. I'll have you know no one called Rat out for it though, so. That was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stirred them to action, I hope. But if I learned anything from all this, it is the change begins with the individual. It is a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Assuming my fellow Yomorans can, it will be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. But we must not forget the individuals who made all these changes possible. Were it within my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism in the very stone upon which this city stands. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? We will not be moving to the Emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing and too far for another. We will retain our current residence and I will govern here in the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but you got time for a word? Yes, of course. Hathin Bet. That's me. I liked your speech, but there's folks outside these walls that don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow, and more are counting their crumbs. If you've got a plan to change that, I want to help set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you for your help, Myrnie. I hope to see you again before long. 07's Chai News. And now he will never appear again until Evercold, maybe. What a day! I don't know exactly what it means, but I do know we got plenty of things to think about. Since we all have a great deal to consider, I'd resolved to remain here until such time as Yulmor's future was secured, but it's clear to me now that this city is in capable hands. I have every confidence they'll find their way, and I believe it's time we went on ours. So Alfino's leaving too, is he? Seems everyone's moving on. Everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. That paradise is gone, but something better's taking its place, and I reckon I want to be a part of it. This Yulmor for the people Master Chai's been going on about ain't gonna build itself after all. Not that I'm much of a builder. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference, though. Help keep things changing for the better. Far nobler dream than that which to one you have clung before, and I am happy to say we share. Whatever path you choose, I pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few steps on how we can a few ideas on how we can do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. Oh, music. Oh, I never got to enjoy my birthday cake. That's unfortunate. The people here are all freaks. I don't think so. I think there's a large amount of freaks in the Final Fantasy fandom. I'd say it's like more than average. It's a freakier group of people. But I don't think it's an epidemic. I've met a lot of normal people. Truly, to see Kai Shir thus inspired by our actions is inspiring in itself. Yet, however much I may wish to stay and see what comes of his efforts, here in Yulemoor, we have matters to attend to. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower. Mayhap Beck Luke's studies have borne fruit in our absence. Am I normal? No. No. Not at all. I hate to say it, but I think I might be one of the normalest people. Don't make me like personally rate all of you based off how normal I think you are. Because I have my opinions, and I don't know if you want to hear them. I don't know if you can handle the truth, to be honest with all of you. Normal people who hide that they are even bigger freaks. Yes, yes. Thank you for following Chroma UK. Oh, a UK person. Do you like my UK accent, or is it cringe-inducing every time I try it? It's not my fault. Final Fantasy characters are predominantly British and or Scottish. I try my best, but I'm an American, so best I can do. Give business with the Crystal XIV. Just say the word, and I would be happy to escort you to the ocular. Just got here? Okay. Well, do you want? I don't think you want to hear me voice these characters. I'm not even gonna try flexing it. Welcome back. We are given to understand a new mayor has taken office in Yulemoor. Indeed, it is good friend Master Chai was elected by popular vote, and after considerable soul searching, chose to accept the post. It is a shame you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech, though I have no doubt you will see more of him in the future. But tell me, how have you fared in preparing the White Orsite? Well, I'll pull a Urianger if he speaks, though. I like doing the Urianger thing. Our work did not proceed quite as expected. In your absence, we had frank discussion on the principles of soul transference and concluded at length that White Orsite was ill-suited for our purposes. But Urianger, did you not say that compared to the massy soul of an Ascian, the stone could hold one of ours with ease? That I did, and armed as we with Beck-Luke's invaluable insight, 'twould indeed prove a trifling matter were we to disregard the inviolable link twixt mind and soul. A link which we did belatedly realize would be weakened most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant, as Orsite doth require. Thus the shedding of these fleshy simulacrum, and the surfeit of aether which compriseth them, would all in likelihood deprive us of our psyches as well. It would theoretically be possible to channel your minds into the Orsite instead, but we would more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process. Which is why we've abandoned the plan, and instead devoted our time to finding a means by which soul and mind and soul may be transported together. We were no closer to a solution than we first began. It is a vexing conundrum indeed, but one for which the Crystal Exarch has posited a most intriguing solution. No, Crystal Exarch, you can't kill yourself. I know you're gonna try it again. You can't do it. When our discussion turned to the transference of memories in the psyche, I could not help but be reminded of a technique with which I have personally... He's gonna try killing himself again, I'm telling you. Myrna, do you recall when we learned of my eyes and of our encounter with Doga and Unai? Okay, now you're asking me about ARR stuff, buddy. You think I remember that far back? I speak of the royal eye of Allegan imperial line gifted to my forebears through the blooded memories of the ancient Allegans. It is by this gift that I am able to control the Crystal Tower. Lord, I remember doing this this quest line. Are you talking about this one, or are you talking about the Doga and Unai one from ARR? If anyone remembers that one from way back when. They call it the only required alliance raid. They call it, why do I always queue into this one? It is by this gift that I'm able to control the Crystal Tower. If we were able to gain an understanding of the technology by which the Allegans were to accomplish this transference, perhaps we could keep mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, a device like onto a crystal soul, replete not only with our worldly memories, but also the bountiful energies of the soul. What the heck? Dude, they're overwhelming Nightbot's defenses. Look at this. Two bots at once. That's crazy. I've never seen bots try to overwhelm my auto moderation. Is this new technology? New botting and scamming technology? That is our avenue of investigation. We will follow it wherever so it leads. While we are thus engaged, I think it best Murney return to the sauce, and inform Kryl and the others of our findings. Agreed. I imagine Tataru will be relieved to hear we made progress of the sort. Then I would beg leave and to relay our findings onto Thancred and Rhine, to assist where I may in their investigation of the empty. Yes, please do. Should we need of your counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. How come Y'shtola didn't wave? That's kind of rude. Give our regards to Tataru, won't you? Ever since I re-rolled this character, by the way, I feel so out of place. I'm missing, like, I'm a little too modern core, you know? Like, I look like I just... Like, I know I've said it, like, a million times, but I look like I'm, like... modern mobile game, you know? I don't feel... medieval renaissance enough. Like, look at these people. I just stick out. Not enough robes, not enough like weird straps. I'm just a dude. Doesn't feel right. More donut. You're too glamored for your team. I would say I'm underdressed. I look just like a dude on vacation. Like they're kind of styling. I'm kind of, you know, I'm just a guy. I'm just a little bunny boy. By the way, Chrome, if you are new here, I'm actually not a bunny boy. I'm under the chatters have me under strict lockdown, but I'm trying to fight back. That I've been fantasiaed against my will. I'm actually supposed to be a female here, but here we are as a bunny boy. Where mod, where bands? The messages aren't showing, are they? You're talking about the two bots? They got banned. They got automatically banned. We just let out your true self. Why do I still see the bot messages? Which one? I don't even see the bot messages. Both? I think you're just seeing things, Rat. You're a little schizophrenic. That's okay. We still love you, even though you're clearly off your pills. You're off your meds today. Don't worry. No big deal. Oh my goodness, Rat's sending me pictures on... What is this? What is going on? I see. I'm not going to argue. You enjoy the bot message because I don't. It's not even showing up on like the stream chat thing on the right side of my screen. How are you going to say that? How are you going to... You doctored this picture. Murney, you're back. So how did everything go in the first? Wait, don't tell me. Kryl will be here shortly and she'll want to hear too. She's just tending to the others. Now that I'm taller, do you see how hard it is to keep Tataru in frame? This is awful. Her head's getting chopped off by the box. How did everything go in the first? She's just tending to the others, their bodies. I mean, gods, I don't think I'll ever get used to saying that. Anyway, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here. Several cutscenes play in sequence. He's recommended you should. Okay, fine. I'm slowly convincing my friends a lie that Lalafels have no knees. Where'd you come up with that one? Do you not have any Lalafell friends that can like easily disprove your theory by, you know, taking off their pants and showing the knees? Or is that the scheme you're going for here? What angle are you... What's your angle shoot, Chroma? Oh, it's because they walk weird. Oh, you're talking about... You're saying they have, like, stilts. You're saying they don't have knee joints, so that's why they, like... That's why they have to, like, lift themselves up like this. Because they don't have the knee joint. I kind of see where you're coming from, Chroma. I kind of see the vision.
I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
Please let me speak. Give me a vision. Give me an option. No! I want to roleplay as my character. I re-rolled for this.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Oh, you're back.
What are you doing here, Estinian? Whoa, he geared down. I'm not used to seeing him without his spiky armor.
And none the worse for wear, I see.
Estinian! Oh, thank the gods! We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation.
Oh wait,
in
they're
Garlemald
playing
has become more
the
complicated.
what's it called?
I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
Y'all hear this rendition of the what's it called song? The Heavensward music? Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.
More
Oops.
complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead. But his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh.
Round 2, Xenos.
Ye Galvus.
We already gave you these hands the first time, Xenos. Can't you stay dead?
Nor did the surprises end there. For no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn.
Oh. I haven't had a migraine in a
What's
while.
wrong?
Guys, look out! I've seen him in action, his body at least. You will not best him alone. Nay, death will not come easily to that thing. If you join me, by all means. For what good it will do. I'm not gonna try it. The Black Wolf and the Azure Dragoon. I suppose this might suffice. I gotta work on my Xenos impression. I don't have enough angsty zest to pull it off. Come then. Your Xenos sucks? Well, get in the call and show me your Xenos then, Shio. If you're so sure it's so easy. Unfortunately, by the looks of it, he's the fight's gonna be over before that can actually happen. Ah, the simple... I can't do it. I just can't do it. The simple pleasures of one's own flesh. Truly, there's no place like home. Abomination. Whatever he is, Murney was barely a match for him. If we stay here much longer... Emperor Varus, your radiance, are you alright? We may wear out our welcome. Your radiance, no! Must even the most middling of sport be spoiled? The whole world conspires to bore me. But I have no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. Xenos! Well, any bright ideas? Just one. Gah! Off they go. Your radiance. The intruders have taken flight. I repeat, the intruders have taken flight. Deploy all Magitech of armor. We cannot let them escape. I'm not saying that I can do it well, just that your Xenos isn't hot. I agree with you. What the heck? Wait, I got the role-playing buff? You will fight as a Stinian Wormblood. Intruders invaded. It seems there are no turning back. We must... Wait, I have to read these abilities. Doom Spike and Sky Dragon Dive. Face my Sky Dragon Dive. And what is this? Restore HP? Exciting. There they are. Stop them. My Sky Dragon Dive will put them under. You won't escape, Gaius von Belsar. This part of the story is so cool. I'm glad that they gave us all the opportunities to actually, you know, play our favorite characters and stuff. I'm still waiting for the Taru role-playing MSQ where you have to find hot deals and you have to craft cool armor for the Warrior of Light. I think that would be my ideal RP scenario. Get him. Haven't seen the Tataru one? That's spoiler, Shio. I'm gonna time you out for 10 minutes, okay? Butt sliders? Oh, Chroma, where are you? Are you watching the keynote presentation? We make ourselves easy target. All right, then I'll take the low road, so to speak. Whoa! Where's when are they making the Final Fantasy like carnival ride where like you're like on what would that be? You're like in a you're like in like a little car at like Disney World or like Universal Studios, and then like you I think it started going crazy. It's like, whoa, we're on Frailsvelger, and then Estinian comes up and you look at him and he's like, whoa, Estinian, and then he like takes down another dragon in front of you and the whole thing like, whoa. We have a carnival ride? Where? They literally announced Chocobo VR Racing featuring Titan at FanFest. Yeah, but I want like a real one. I don't want Air Force. Air Force isn't even... Air Force is barely a carnival. I want real Air Force. I want to feel the speed of a dragoon in my bones, you know, as we fly up and crash into the ground at 60 miles per hour, perhaps faster. Volatile prototype Arc Ultima. And you would bar my way, would you? So be it. Come, Nidhogg, lend me your strength. It's usually before an impromptu field test. Ready to all battle data. Begin testing sequence 2. We have new abilities. Star Diver, delivering a jumping base fire attack to all enemies nearby, and 30% less for remaining enemies. That's just an attack with a damage over time. And wait, they took my heal away. I'm gonna die. How am I supposed to? I have a limit break though, but they took my heal away. Estinian, he's the Azure. No, it's Estinian Wormblood. Come on. It was a little on the nose. Is that his real name? Or is that like a name that he thought was cool because he has like the blood of dragons, you know? He is commander of Nidhogg and his infinite power. What was I doing? Oh yeah, deliver an attack to all the nearby enemies, as well as in proximity to those initially affected. Alright, we're good. Let's get in there. Die. Oh, I heal with my ones. Okay. This is the Estinian POV. Come on, throw something cool. Ready the battle data, damn you. Wait, where are they? Sample data 14, just like Final Fantasy. If you would bar my way, feel the fury of Nidhogg. Drive back the Garlean soldiers with a terrible roar? Where's these Garlean soldiers at? They're on my way. Oh, that one. Okay, I see. There we go. They really like throwing like mini boss fights with these RP segments. So clearly when they make the Tataru one, they have to... What would be the Tataru boss fight? Handling finances? Filing their annual tax return? Oh no, I'm too far. I can't use my attacks. Bro's already playing one. I know, right? Look at my evolved gameplay. I hit 1, and then my next attack is 1. Drop one more AoE on me and see what happens. Fool! I set up good positioning for nothing. He's just gonna do. It's just a cutscene win. Oh, come on! He hit the pose on him. I'm telling you, with a name like Wormblood, you gotta aura farm, right? Some people are just born to do it. He's also a Dragoon, which are like the top aura dogs in my opinion. Guardians and their machina. Now, where are you, Gaius?
Are you all right?
Peer into my past, did you?
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours, but no matter.
What? You don't like us prying on your... What if someone came into contact with you, if the Warrior of Light came into contact with you people, like you, all of you, what would they see? Like what is the most defining moment in your life that would like immediately get in their head?
Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds. My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray. Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose.
The Xenos guy seems pretty cool.
Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces.
Don't fall for it, Taz. What? He wants to fight an honorable fight, sword to sword.
I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
I respect it, right? Because he just wants to fight. He wants to fight the warrior light hand to hand. He doesn't want no black rose. That's dishonorable. I respect him for that.
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry, I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
I mean, we could just beat him up again. We beat him up all these years ago.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riel and Al-Shanobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
I thought Riel was the one who knew what we're talking about.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Butter him up, Kryl. This is how we get him back on our side. Yeah, I was just thinking about how Urianger would always talk about how handsome you are, you know? It's
Farewell,
like,
my friend.
this is just what we talk about as the
See
Scions.
that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
I do think it's funny that how at the end of every patch, they hit you with like the, oh, go get some rest. And right, like if you're playing at the time, it's like, oh, wow, I finished 7.1. I can go like do whatever I want now. MSQ's done for now. But meanwhile, in the minds of the MSQ grinders like me, off to the next one. You must be shattered after all of the hopping back and forth between worlds. Why not stay here and rest a while? I'm sure Beg Luke can manage without you. They got enough Scions to help them, if you ask me. Meanwhile, in Garlemald. Traitors! How could you deny Lord Nerva the throne? Ah! Onward, before this day is done, victory shall be ours. Boring, boring, boring. Just like you, Shio. Do you think I find it amusing like dogs herding cattle to the slaughterhouse? that you. Your soul is... Who are you? Before your majesty, I am but another dog, lost in the want of a new master, a hunting dog, if you so wish it. For I know full well the prey you would seek next. Zodiac. Xenos Butt's got an entire bakery. I've been saying this. He's got the butt slider. How does he get the butt slider? Well, we don't. Why aren't they? Are they afraid of what the players will do? Did you hear? The mayor's reopening Daedalus Stoneworks and they're looking for laborers. And there's talk of reselling some of the old abandoned villages too. They're even laying on free Talos to help anyone willing to make the move. Free Talos? Ah, we best get packing. Steady work, board, and lodging. If that's not a recipe for hope, I don't know what is. Hope. Yes. So long as I yet live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. It's my destiny to see our dream fulfilled. The Wayward Warrior. How are all these people coming back to life and re-inhabiting and all these other things? Like, what's going on here? It becomes even worse when you come back next patch and they say, wow, what a gear timing. Hope you trained and honed your skills. And I'm just like, I did one dungeon to break it up and I feel like I've been way to make this immersive. Oh, wow, it's him. My man. Myrni, what a pleasant surprise. If you've come to inquire about the Archons, fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal aether. We mustn't grow complacent, however. Potent though these magics may be, they are not without limits. We can only hope they afford us enough time for the Crystal Exarch to complete his work. If only we could go back with you to the First and help. Pardon the interruption, but I come bearing urgent news. Ah, Myrni, it is far too long, my friend. Forgive me, I don't believe we've been formally introduced. Maxima, former Garlean ambassador. I remain here in Eorzea under auspices of Commander Alden, offering what counsel I can in the hopes of resolving the present conflict with the Empire. Ah, yes, I've heard stories about it of a defector from Garlemald, but never mind that. You said you have urgent news? Indeed, as you may have heard, the Imperial capital is in turmoil, and a sizable portion of the Garlean forces have been recalled from the Grimalt Dark. With their numbers so greatly diminished, the main host of the Alliance has withdrawn, leaving the Almegan resistance to keep watch over the border. And it is there we have welcomed a most unexpected visitor who claims this de-escalation may belie a growing danger and unforeseen threats. Commander Alden has arranged an impromptu meeting to discuss these revelations, and he's requested the representative of the Scions to attend as well. Though it is clear to him his wish I extend this invitation. It would seem time is of the essence. Well, you'll not be attending this meeting alone, though I'm not well versed in the city affairs of the city-states as our comrades. I see no reason to burden a Scion with all this. Of course, we must take advantage of the Alamegan quarter with all haste. What are we waiting for? Get going, you two. Have you done Eden? People told you. People told him to do it when you finish Shadowbringers. I'm excited. I didn't say I'm gonna do it when I finish Shadowbringers. Just that, you know, there will be a week where I'm kind of like, I don't feel like doing 2 days of MSQ and weirdo things. Let's just do Eden. I mean, there was a part of me that's Eden's the Alliance raid, right? There was a part of me that wanted to do it tomorrow, but I don't know about that. That one's probably off the table. Eight MSQs until a dungeon. Don't listen to them do weapons? Which one's weapons? Oh, that's like the bonus trial that you want me to do, right? I'm telling you, it's always raining in this godforsaken place. Last time I was here, I was complaining that every time I'm here it rains, and now I'm back and it's raining. Commander Alden awaits us at the palace, if you would. Taz, can you update your emotes to reflect Murney 2.0? No, that's not happening. Murney 1.0 will be back from vacation, and I'll have to come up with an elaborate story about how the bunny boy perished.
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark. Not that I understand half of it. When the Scions spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury. I trust you two require no introduction.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea. Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why are we we've literally talked. We talked to the guy. He seems nice. We're all friends here. Why are we so mean to Gaius?
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
Put your arms down, buddy. We're okay.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence. Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right. The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
Yeah, but he blew it up. I saw it.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended.
Yeah, you got beat up.
The weapon
Stood
itself,
triumphant.
excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandarnus, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery. What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea. We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did, though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope.
OMG, Taz doing MSQ? You would not believe this, Goddess, but we actually... most of the streams are MSQ. I'm trying to catch up to 8.0 before, you know, before the bombs drop and I get stuck behind again. All of you are going to be walking around with your happy new MSQ stuff, and I'm going to be stuck here in probably Dawn Trail, if at that point, hopefully. It'd be sad.
Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them, but the fact remains that you and you alone have faced the Ultima weapon and emerged victorious. We need you. And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
A bun boy? You really missed out, Goddess. It's okay. I'll fill you in after Raban is done warning us about our next trial/dungeon.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days, but it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Buddy, you're an ambassador. What are you going to do?
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friend's plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first. I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
Off we go. As ever, the way forward is paved with difficult decisions. You can ill afford to ignore the threat of the new ultimate weapon, but with each passing day, the plight of the Scions grows ever more perilous. If you cannot stay for a debriefing on the ultimate weapon, I will not stop you. I only ask that you confer with me before returning to the first. You wouldn't kill him? Ignore the messages above, Goddess. That's like spoiler plans for what's going to happen to the bun boy. But if you missed out, since yesterday was my birthday stream, I let chat design a new character. So the real Murney's on vacation in Limsa or something, we decided. And this is my incarnation for at least a couple days. Happy birthday. Thank you. We had a lot of fun yesterday. It took like 2 hours to create this character. We argued over like hair color and eye color and makeup. It was good. Like I said, though, don't get too attached to this Visage. If he disappears one day in a tragic Talos-related work accident, you know, it will be we'll hold a memorial for him, but I'm not sure if he'll ever come back. I take it you're ready to return to the first. Then I would ask you to apprise the others of recent events here in the sauce, namely Xenos' return and the development of a new Ultima weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure them Master Matoya and I will continue doing what we can to keep their corporeal aether stable. Safe travels, Murney, and I hope to see you in the Scion soon. Goodbye, Cryo. If only it's just so like I don't have to deal with this run animation anymore. Why do like half the animations in this game for like the base races? Why are they all janky? Like, what's going on with this? He's got like nerd neck and he runs like this. Like, what am I looking at? It's tough out here. We all know about the Elizin run animation. Bun Boy's not a base race. You know what I meant. Just like Bun Boy was Endwalker. That makes it worse. So you're telling me after Shadowbringer money, after Stormblood money, after award-winning Heavensward money, they could not come up with an animation better than this? What were they doing all this time? What have they been spending the money on? You're gonna tell me that their animation team capped out back in ARR when they made like the base peoples? Like I've said it a lot, the glam's getting better every expansion, but the animations, this Endwalker, not their proudest work. You've come at a most opportune time, my friend. I made something of a breakthrough in my research on the soul and a means to return the Scions home. I trust you've been making good use of your time, too. No, I've been lounging it up. Is that a problem, Mr. Exarch? Hill tidings from the sauce, you say. Then I'll summon the others that we might be appraised of the situation.
Now that we are all here, what news from the source?
From the source?
A new Ultima weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
I don't understand why we're so worried about this stuff. Like, oh, we should be lucky that Gaius has pledged it. We beat up Gaius. We beat up the Ultima weapon.
While this
I'm
is
literally
indeed
him.
A worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion. Thanks in large part to Urianger and Beklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white auracite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one. An ark for soul and mind both that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will. However,
However,
though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allegan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within aurosite or any other crystal.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
As well you should be. The Allegan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found. Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
My apologies.
What Lena?
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness. But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
Couldn't you just do that? Oh, I guess we could have just left, right? We could have just teleported back to the sauce.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
What's going on with these people and their social understanding? It's like, oh, I need to speak with the Warrior of Darkness after the thing. It's like, oh, why did you just say it now? Why did you say it in front of everybody? And then Alfina's like, what if I tag along? Like, what's going on with these people? No social awareness. I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it would be good to step outside for a spot of fresh air. Now, shall we go speak with Lena? Bam, 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 bam. Where'd he go? We've little time to wait, so I'll be brief. A sin eater has been sighted in Lakeland, and I ask for your assistance in slaying it. A sin eater? I'd heard a few of them yet remained after the night returned, but perhaps we should call the others. That will not be necessary. It is only a single sin eater. A simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believed fighting aside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience for them. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from an easy victory. You do not estimate your foes, however harmless they may seem. My men would do very well to learn from your example. Oh, I get the voice. Me? Why not Alfino? You can't be serious. Come now, Murney. What could be more inspiring than fighting along the renowned Warrior of Darkness himself? Excellent. Let's make for Fort Job. Job? Spot on Lena voice? I think so. The Lena accent, the Runar accent, I don't really know what it is, but I'm pretty okay at it. I don't know why. If you wait a moment, I will gather the others. You may not remember, but you met these soldiers once, though only in passing. Long have they waited the opportunity to fight at your side. I was at death's door that day the Sin Eaters attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd likely slip through, and I wouldn't have been alone. Your courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to. I, too, was there that terrible day. My friend was transformed into a Sin Eater before my very eyes, and I had no choice but to cut her down. The thought of returning to the field, of holding a blade again, it filled me with dread. But that is no way to honor her or my comrades. So, I have returned, and I swear not to let you or anyone else down from this day forward. A pleasure to meet you, sir. Truly, it seems only like yesterday as I watched you took flight astride an Amaro to go and save the Oracle. Strange to think the Yulmorn soldiers that we once locked blades with are now on our side, but we will do our utmost to keep the peace here in Lakeland. We seem to be missing... Oh, it's the class clown. My apologies, Captain Lena. An elderly gentleman asked me that I escort him to Clearmelt. It took longer than I anticipated. I'll not begrudge your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host to honored guests. It won't happen again. The name's Thaler, and I'm sure you don't remember, but we met once in the infirmary. Wait, how is this guy so important that he gets a cutscene for his, like, 2-minute cameo that he had way back when? I asked you to deliver a message to the XIV and the Warrior of Darkness. Little did I know, I was already talking to him. Don't give up. Don't give in. I keep those words close to my heart, and the boundless, beautiful skies above as a reminder of their importance. My friend got to see the knight's return shortly before he passed. He had left this world with a smile, satisfied with the glimpse of what's to come. But there are countless others that weren't so fortunate. They gave their lives for a promise of a future they'll never know, and so it falls to us to do everything we can to fulfill that promise. No matter what happens, we won't give up, we won't give in! Want him with the salute back. Your heroism has inspired all of our guardsmen in much the same manner. Our scouts at the northern staging point had not the pleasure of meeting you in person. Let's not keep them waiting. Oh, I can fly! Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. When are we doing hide and seek here? Imagine having to search, like, every single little crack for some idiot hiding. Imagine someone tried cosplaying as this thing. You think Shroomer is bold enough to try cosplaying as this? I'd give style points if you gave it a go. We killed it. Nice job.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
Reprimand him.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
By himself. Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did. I've never seen anything like it.
Single swing of an axe playing Ardbert's music in the background? It's curious who could this possibly be?
So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
A warrior of light?
Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood.
Yeah, we hate warrior lights around here. Boo.
I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the warrior of darkness.
Hey? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
Yeah, ignore the casual aloof look, you know, the untucked pants and the one too many buttons undone look, but this is my casual look. I wasn't preparing for war, you know. You caught me on my off day as warrior of darkness.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
I had hoped to fight at your side today, but I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat.
Well, you didn't see the random dude coming.
As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Forgive me. There is one more thing. A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
Like what is Alfino trying to tag along? I'm telling you, they have no social awareness of this stuff. Like what's going on? All right, lay it on me, Lena. What you got?
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch. Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating.
Salmon fillet.
Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true. It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man, a younger man. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there.
Couldn't possibly be that
Though
like
it
he
gladdens me
saved the
to
world
see
or
him
something.
thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past, remind him of all the pain that came before.
All right, let me try these. He's lost without you, you know, and he misses you already. I think I could do that better. Anchors keep us where we have chosen to be. He's lost without you, you know, and he misses you already.
Are you sure? Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work.
Well, okay, that's because he's trying to save our friends from deteriorating their aether and disappearing forever. That's a different problem. You might not want to do that.
This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
You have to do the Scandinavian accent for Bernie. Is that the official name? Bunny Bernie? Bernie? I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I will see to the others back to their posts. Everyone help me kill Ophion over here? He respects no territorial bounds and brooks no rivals with great concern. With him now in such proximity, the Crystarium Guard has no choice but to strike first, lest the city becomes a bloody hunting ground. We need Bernie Smut. See, this is what I was worried about, right? This is why I said earlier that Final Fantasy XIV has a little too many weirdos. And Shio, you might be principal number 1, to be honest with you. They're co-workers, mind you. There's a gross there's like gross misconduct there. We don't want a JP Morgan on our hands, you know what I mean? We don't need any of that stuff. Bam 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 bam. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Say the word. The others were quite shocked to hear what we found in Lakeland. But now that you're here, there's a proposal I should like to make. I've been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and of late I've noticed more and more people perusing books on history, the years leading up to the Flood in particular. I expect the wish to know more about the Warriors of Light, as well as they should, but nearly everything I've come across transcribes them as sin-eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden appearance, in conjunction with this new interest in their predecessors, may grow to unrest and fear. If the people of Crystarium seek the truth, I say we give it to them. I, too, can attest the falsehood found within the full of many cabinets of the cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his companions. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the Flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I'm not surprised to see their roles distorted and painted as villains. Were it not for records stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Fortunately, that knowledge was of no use, and when I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there's still those who work tirelessly to defend their good name in the early days of the following the Flood. Considering all the good they've done, I find it a wonder that they needed defending at all. They brought justice to the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Vobert. That such heroes can be spoken of the same breath as sin-eaters is absurd. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained, that they were the cause of the Flood. With the world on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains, deserving only of resentment and hate. At that point, the truth mattered little, and it would not change their lot. All thanks to you, however, their lot has changed, and now they may heed the long-forgotten truth. You claimed it was Ardbert who helped you overcome Emmett Selk, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who know him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of his sacrifice. To that end, I say we proceed with Alfino's plan, that we call together the people of the Crystarium and count them the true tale of the Warriors of Light, and the Flood that followed in their wake. Well, what say you, Murney? I wish we'd done this sooner. In hindsight, I agree. Exarch, may I ask you to continue working with Beg Luke and on our means of returning home? The rest of us will see to get the gathering of the people in the Crystarium in the XIV. We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, more word will spread and more will accompany them. Dun, 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 dun. What about Crystarium hide and seek? This place seems like it would be good for hide and seek. Look at this place. Big, wide. There's no stupid buildings to climb on top of and hide behind. Tell it to me straight, Shio. Does this place have a weird, obscure jumping puzzle that only you know about? Taz, what's up? Ba-da-ba. Bum-bum. Ba-da-ba. Well, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whatever it is, I must ask that you be brief. With the night return, visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, but I find myself busy by half. I don't mind it, though, seeing as they're so full of life and excitement. One can almost forget the flood ever happened. The Warriors of Light? Yes, the Exarch mentioned them before, but everyone knows them as now as the cardinal virtues. Or are you suggesting there's more to it than that? Oh, well, you've yet to steer us wrong, so I'm willing to hear what you have to say. You're worried that it's huge? What are you afraid of? We did Kugane. Kugane's like hard mode. What are you gonna do? Hide behind a stall? Like, look at this place. There's nowhere to hide here. Come to browse the wares of the market, have you? Well, I guarantee that you have no trouble finding what you need. Whatever it may be under Yulmo's new leadership, trade has never been more prosperous. Word is that fellow from Daedalus Stoneworks is taking over as mayor. Did he really? Well, little wonder why business is booming the way as it is. I cannot imagine it before long for all Norvrant reaps the benefits, but you've not come to talk about the market. Something on your mind? I see. The Exarch did mention that it had something to do with you returning the night to Norvrant. Alright, I consider my interest piqued. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. It's like raining where I am. Murney, my, what a surprise. Though I hope you being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had fewer patients come through my doors of late, which is a shame. Dang, it's like pouring outside my place now. Literally out of nowhere. I've had few opportunities to test my new medicines. I jest, of course. It's been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and again. The truth about the Warriors of Light, but the Exarch's already spoken with them about me. About them. If there's nothing more to the tale, if there's more to the tale, I'd very much like to hear it. What a cool place. I know I mentioned it during when we reacted to the 8.0 stream, but these type of places must be so cool when it's like current content and everyone's just running around doing their thing. Look at Eureka White Rose, you know? But imagine like there was 100 of them doing their own thing. I think she's trying to get a good shot, and I'm like messing. I'm like, I was gonna say, I think like she's trying to get a good shot, and I'm just completely destroying her framing. This place has some resurgence because of free trial. I'm gonna be out of here by the time like the people who are free trials actually show up here. You know what I mean? Well, what a coincidence. I was just reading over a letter I got from Grenald not too long ago. He says a visitor from the Crystarium found him at the bottom of the ocean and that he inspired him to reach new artistic heights. Well, I can only think of one person capable of both feats, and though I'd say the latter is far more impressive. To think fate could bring the two of you together in such a place. I'm sorry, you mean the Exarch didn't tell us the whole stories about the Warrior of Light? The Warriors of Light? Well, whatever he's left unsaid, I'm all ears. I might have slept a bit, but I'm back now. Welcome back. Wait. Isn't it like 2 o'clock where you are? Are you not getting enough sleep, Rat? Are you skimping out on your precious nighttime hours? No, this can't be. Surely there's at least one book that does not cast the Warriors of Light in their deed in such a negative light. Oh, look at that framing. Looks like I just pat him on the back. Oh, Murney, forgive me. The Cabinet of Curiosity has been bustling with visitors of late, but I fear our repositories lacks the knowledge for which they seek. They wish to know about the truth of the Flood, of the Warriors of Light. I've searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them as no better than the Sin Eaters, abominations worthy of scorn and resentment. I know that they were not always judged so harshly, yet I can find no proof, and I dare to call myself a librarian. You would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warrior of Light, of the Flood? How wonderful! You've regaled me with this tale once before, but I would love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured I will not come alone. I only slept 3 hours a day? You shouldn't do that. That's not a good idea, buddy. Consider this your wake-up call. There you are, between the four of us. I dare say we set the Crystarium from top to bottom. Now we needn't wait, but wait for the people to gather. No, I've done that since my 14. Ha, I like it. My 14. Like Final Fantasy 14. It was predestined.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Or are we going to reveal that I've been holding back information and I am truly a Warrior of Light this whole time? I'm sorry for deceiving all of you. I don't get to see the transcript? What am I telling them? I'm like, the Warrior of Light that you once know were actually good people. Yes, they brought the Flood and killed tons of you and brought generational trauma to all of you, but they tried to be good people. You must understand. That said, I am but another Warrior of Light. I lied because I knew you'd hate me and I care about my PR. So I rebranded as the Warrior of Darkness. And there's Ardbert too. He's pretty cool.
White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too. In the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
Yeah, not so cool now, huh? Being the bad guys.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Huh? Why are you not ethereal? Oh no, he's gonna ruin it. He's gonna claim him. He's gonna kill everyone. Get down, people. Get down.
Impossible.
You can see him too? Wait, you can see him too?
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay. Yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
Oi, you're the axe-wielding guy that we saw earlier. Yeah, I was gonna say it.
Slew the Eater.
That's, I knew he was gonna say it.
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time. Though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may. People of the Crystarium! I am Ardbert. One of those you know as a warrior of light.
I don't trust this version of Ardbert. I don't like him.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass.
Ooh, give him the
hero
viper
who
eyes.
stands
I'm telling
before
you.
you now,
That's why we picked them back in the
Warrior of
character creator.
Darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new Warriors of Light.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
I think we should take this guy out back. This Ardbert fellow. We should we need a couple words with him.
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
Damn, he's giving him like super scary eyes. The hardest side eye, but he's like staring him down.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
No, I think, Urianger, I think you're wrong on this one. I think we call him out WWE style. We go, "You're a fake and a fraud, and I'll settle this at sacrifice."
Go.
Pay-per-view event.
I will stay here and watch.
Could the real Ardbert appear to me in a dream?
So, that is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
No. Absolutely not. It looks like him, and sounds like him. But he's not my Ardberry.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
Don't mention them. It's like Voldemort. Just don't say it.
That he is an Ascian.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus. That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form, and cognizant no doubt of Emmett Selk's failure here in the first, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen? My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Not often. They started doing it in Stormblood. It's been 2 expansions. They've done it like 3 times.
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one
Taz ARR, you're right. You're right.
those gifted
You're
with
right.
the echo can perceive.
I forgot about that one. That was a pretty important one.
Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light.
Wait. Actually, no. If you're thinking about Thancred, right? That doesn't count, right? Because he said inhabiting the dead people. Thancred was very much alive. He had a pulse. I miss Minfilia, by the way. Look at her. It's such an old scene. Such a classic.
On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emmett Sulk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while the Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Whoa. Ishtola, let me stop you there. Lulu with the "I'm a Minfilia hater"? I'm glad she's gone. What did she do to you? What did Minfilia do to deserve such a bashing of her character? I don't understand.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Oh my goodness, I'm in the presence of a bunch of Minfilia haters. That's crazy. Maybe I should revoke your guys' right to do anything. I think democracy sucks if this is the people I'm working with, you know? Has the blessing of the... Okay.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
I think we have him arranged to take him out back, you know?
That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
He's gonna kill Alphino. This Ardbert empowered by Elidibus gonna see that, like, wait, they left that guy here to watch over me? They're about to learn a valuable lesson. You're gonna kill my boy. Or at least, like, kidnap him or something, I don't know. Minfilia, Schminfilia. Can we not slander someone who's been like pretty much dead for like years now? Can we let her soul rest? I understand that she wasn't the most exciting character, and all she really served to do was call you back to the antecedents office. What was them again? Remember them? Any Wordle fans out here? You did well to dispel the falsehood surrounding the Warrior of Lights and their actions prior to the flood, though I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who appropriated his identity, was rather a curious development. He's an imposter, there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore, the people prayed fervently to the gods to deliver them from their plight, prayed that these fallen heroes would be born again for their sacrifice. What bitter irony. I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. Ere we take action, we must ascertain his intent. Let us pray Master Alfino returneth soon with the most essential knowledge. For now, I think it's best we apprise Thancred of Rhine of our efforts. If we are to confront Ardbert, we shall no doubt need of their strength. Agreed. I think it is prudent we take measures to prepare for what's to come. Beck, Luke, and I will continue research on how we may improve the spirit vessel, that we may one day carry you home. Then I think it's time to return to the Great Wood. It's on that everything we learned of the Assassins has been handed to us at their leisure. But that was of Emmett Selk's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I've received word from Fano, and hereby, hereto unexplored, chambers have been discovered deep within Katana Raval. Helmut believes that the relics were within tell a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization, that of the Ascians, perhaps, that may lead us to the truth we seek. My lady, would you care for company? Wait. Would you care for... Would you care for company? Would you care for company, my lady? I wouldn't dream of going without you. When you're ready, make for Fano. Almet and her sisters will be expecting us. Then let us be about our tasks. Pray give my regards to the V's. Bam, bam. Where do I go if I do this? Oh no, I go to that tunnel. Why do you send me the Wordle link? I don't need to play Wordle right now. Do you want me to play Final Fantasy Wordle? Not today. But you should. Wait, why not today? What is today's clue bad? Have any of you done it yet? No, it's because you need to catch up to MSQ. I'm the streamer here. I get to pick what we do on my stream. Who do you think you are? Only do the normal Wordle? Ew, normal Wordle. Also, how you doing, Vexusu? You might not recognize this character, Vexusu, but don't worry about it. The Final Fantasy XIV Wordle hurt my brain last time, and I don't like it. Do the Final Fantasy Wordle and lock in. Alright, I got you. Let me pull it up. I'll need help from... okay, you have to be honest, though. None of you who've done it before can help, okay? Is this not Murney? No, this you use the Murney emote. Look, she's spinning. You can see the original incarnation of Murney, but this is clearly a fabrication, an illusion, a glamour, if you will. Or we'll do Shadowbringers only. Wait, what is this? This isn't the same like Wordle game that we played last time, is it? This isn't even Wordle. What am I looking at? What'd you send me? All right, I'm gonna try it anyway though. I ain't afraid, so we're gonna do one round of it real quick. I have to tap it like this. I've never played this, but we're gonna clean it anyway. Select your expansion to avoid spoilers. Should I go to Stormblood? They're not gonna introduce like another new character in like the last 3 patches, are they? Right? They wouldn't do that to me. How about Lord Hien? How about Lord Hien? How do I spell that? Am I crazy? Is it not? Is his first name not Hien? One second. Let me pull the thing. You should do clock spots. Oh, we'll do Alfino. What is this pose? What we got? First appearance is a Realm Reborn. Scion, he's not a Scion of 7th Dawn. He's not an Elezen. He's not a male. He's type AI controlled party member. And is not an Arcanist. What the heck is an academician? Nor is he a sage, and he's older than 16. How about Yugiri Mistwalker? Age is right. Not Doman. Not an Aura. But a non-player character who's not an AI-controlled party member. What are we talking about here? Wait, oh my goodness, they do this by patches? You think I know how the patches work? You think I know, like, the timing of the patches? Are we kidding? Ugh. ARR. Not Aura. How about, what's up? I don't know their ages. I'm just gonna disregard age because, like, yeah, no, I know that now, Shio. I know that now. Or I'm gonna disregard age because there's no way I know any of the characters' ages. So here we go. How about Tataru? Realm Reborn. Dang, we're hitting all these races out. Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't have done that because they're not a Scion. That was silly of me. How about Merleweb? Realm Reborn. Not a why are they granular with this? What the heck is a sea wolf? What are we doing? Not a Scion. Maybe one of the other Sennas? Who's the sister Senna? Anyone know off the top of their head? Do you even meet, you meet the sister Senna in the quest line, right? Yeah, white mage. What's her name? Type Senna. This one. What the heck is a Pachal? I've never even heard this term before. Also, I'm like, I'm completely blanked on these, everything in the center. Not a Twin Order, not a League of Lost Bastards. I don't know what that is. Not a Scion of the Seventh Dawn. ARR. This is like the name. This is like the name 100 women challenge. How many women are there in Final Fantasy that aren't any of these people? They aren't Domin. They're not Scions. Try Livia. Who's Livia? Which one's Livia? Oh, this person, right? Oh my, you cheater! You absolute cheater! Whatever. You think you're so cool. Livia. Look, I don't remember foes that fell as easy as Livia did, right? She's like a roadblock. Like no one remembers her. She was a simp for like 3 cutscenes and then she died. You think I care about these people? The darling ladies who's down bad for Gaius? Yeah, I remember now. Clock spots, please! I don't think I could do clock spots. I think I'll just embarrass myself if I try a single second of clock spots. Taz, check DMs. I sent the normal one. Oh, the normal one's so hard, though. Wait, is it a character? There was meant to be a question mark after that, my bad. Oh no, it's all good, it's all good. No, I didn't even read your comment when you suggested it's okay. You didn't spoil me. I'm mad at Shio. Shio's giving me feeding me answers and I hate it. My lighting's a little off. This one down. My face is underexposed. Looks a little better. Back up. All right, we'll do the Wordle too. We'll do the Wordle too. Don't worry. This one this one feels like it's impossible. I know I won the 250,000 gil contest we did that one time, but this one this game genuinely does not feel possible. Let me pull it up on the thing so we can all play together. All right, here we go. Give me someone give me a good 5-letter Final Fantasy word to get us started. How about oh yeah, let's do we met from the last time we played this game. Not the worst. How about piety? That's not no, it's not gonna be piety, but that's not a bad guess. We know there's no T, which is why I'm a little I'm not planning on using that one. How about you need a word that doesn't have the thing. We need information, you know? Scion? Scion's not a bad guess. Good answer, good answer. Let me clap. Oops. Let me clap for you like in Family Feud. You guys would you guys want to be part of my Family Feud family? Like, if I give a really awful answer, will you clap for me and go, good answer, good answer? Ooh. Not bad. So we got one letter. It doesn't have an E? It has an E! If you've ever played this game before, it's right there. How about, an S? Let me walk around Final Fantasy and try to figure this out. No, I thought I had a real banger. How about? No, it doesn't have an O. I hate this one. Final Fantasy XIV Wordle is impossible. They do not make this fun. How about horse? You want to do horse? No. Let me one up you. It's not gonna be right because there's no E or there's no S. Let me try cryo. Ooh, that's a big one. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. Look, now we know 4 of the letters and 2 of the locations. So that's gonna be like RRISE. We're missing 1 letter. Wait, is it just raise? Is it just raise? That has to be it, right? Yippee! I didn't need your help, Shio. Get that out of here. What even is raise? Raise is a conjurer white mage spell that resurrects KO targets with weakness. See, I might actually just be goated at this game, even though it's impossible. I hate this thing. Non-healer player? Well, you have to know raise even if you're non-healer player. What do you think? You know, what do you think happens? You know how many? I might be a non-healer player, but I'm not a deathless player. You know. I've had to accept my fair share of raises in my day. Let's do a little more MSQ and then I'll probably call it for the day. Since we already streamed 4 hours yesterday. Alright, Oimet, how you doing? How's it been since we last talked? I hate you. You look as if you haven't seen us in an age in the passage of time. Is the passage of time really different beyond the borders of the Great Wood? Welcome, allies of Ronka. We've accomplished much since you last came. With the Light Warden dead and its minions dispersed, we've at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Raktika Falls. It was there that we discovered more ruins. Although we ran afoul of no traps while exploring its halls, we determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magic. So we all agreed, before any investigation proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did, but from what you've told me, I strongly suspect the wisdom my comrades and I can seek can be found within The wisdom could prove invaluable, and for we may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see, then it is good that you have come, for Ronka once was the home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. It is our duty to ensure that you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. You have reached the innermost chambers unmolested, or to have reached the innermost chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent that lies yet within. Come now, surely any threats sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far. This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. Who's your favorite? All right. I need like a poll. Who we gunning for here? Are we Simet, Met, or the third one? Who we feeling? And what is it pining for the return of our great allies that we may venture into the ruins, clutching her staff at night, wishing it were... You promised not to tell! Then I suggest we should be going. Get back here. Olmet, that's their name. That's the other one. Remind me exactly how old you and your sisters... on second thought, perhaps it's better I don't know. I don't know anything about them, but I hate Simet and Oymet's hairstyles. Wait, are you an Olmet hairstyle fan? When we first met them, I think it was Remove. Remove was like, I think Tazzy would like Almet because she has like, because of her hairstyle. And I'm like, who told you this? And how did you know? Pray forgive their overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours to the ruins and bear witness to its secrets. Now, their hearts burn with a curiosity that is not easily satiated. Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I fully understand well their enthusiasm, and if not for your sedulous efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe I've kept you waiting. From the ruins long enough. Come, let's make for Katana Ravel. Who are you? What is this? I already have Wind Up Mithra. Take that on out of there. I don't want your trash. Oh my goodness. Get this out of here. Vexusu, would you like a wind-up Mithra? I know you're trying to get on with the MSQ and all, but I got a little minion, probably very cheap on the market board, but I can get you for free. I haven't done MSQ in a week. We'll get to it. Back to the MSQ mines. We're gonna have to do another romp into the dungeon over here. Katana Revel hard. I did do a little. I'm in post-Dragon Song, I think it is. Someone told me. To be fair, I don't remember. I don't really know like when things start and end either. Funny enough, I rely on other people to tell me like, "Oh, you're in like 5.3." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." I'm on crafting mines. Need to get 4K Magitech mats. Quickly! Nice. You're gonna be reaching my favorite part of the game. I can't even say with a straight face. You're gonna get to my favorite part of the game, Stormblood. I love Stormblood. Listen to the music for me when you get in there. When you hit that first dungeon, when you hit the end of your first dungeon and the music hits, like be like, remember what I was telling you. Oh my goodness, it is a solo duty. Alright, we'll do this and we'll probably call it. Just say it sucks, Taz. It's confused. It's confused. It doesn't know what it wants to be yet, okay? Give it some time to figure out its life and we'll see. It's most strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal on the chamber door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. It's recommend you say what do you mean? Long cutscenes.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
Why do they all speak like this? With like this Scandinavian cadence. The bunnies and the big cats speak like this for some reason.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast.
What, like the demon thing? You don't think you can find this roaming around in the wild? Look at this thing.
Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed. Why you... Ugh.
Beat her up. Are you doing, Mad Dog?
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead.
I was promised Eureka. No, you weren't. When did I promise Eureka? Read the announcement message in the Discord. Maybe Eureka. Say it with me. Maybe Eureka. Okay, maybe the title promised wrong.
As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism.
If you were to create like a massive labyrinth and like have like a little puzzle.
Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone.
And like you created a puzzle to like seal your like remains away in like some big temple. Do you really need to like have armed guards that like awaken after they solve the puzzle to try to kill them? Like, can you really not, like, is that necessary? Like, I already figured your puzzle out, you know?
Who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
Oi, Met, you stupid Wordle idiot.
What? But I only... What is happening?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Bunny girl int is much lesser than bunny boy int, of course. This is what they do. They walk around and grab random things off of shelves, and it's like, put that down. Bad. Oh, they turned it into a collectible trading card. Look, I can collect all my friends. I want the Ishtola card. Hands off, that's mine. You have to buy it off me. I'm scalping. You trespass mortal upon sacred ground. In retribution, 4 souls have I bound. Oh, he speaks in rhymes. Yet to prove you learned and wise, a comrade's soul shall be their prize. Hawaka. If you would see, set there free, answer me these riddles 3. Deft of paw with kin do I vie, through sought apart, betterment of the whole do our efforts to cry. What am I? Okay, deft of paw with kin do I vie, though sought apart be betterment of whole do our efforts to cry. Deft of paw, I mean, it's not this one, that's for sure. With kin do I vie. We sought apart, I mean, to betterment of the whole do our efforts. What is desk? Wait, what is desk cry? I don't know this word he's using. It's one of these two. But which one? He's gonna blast me if I get it wrong. My friend, I'm gonna be turned to a trading card. I don't want to be turned into a trading card. He's also speaking in Old English. How am I supposed to transcribe what he's saying to me? Though sought apart, betterment of the whole do our efforts descry. I'll be honest with you. My puzzle brain's not getting this one. Do I take the 50-50? It's gotta be cats, right? Like cats, cats don't like each other, right? These are they like the jungle cats. They like stalk each other. That's gotta be that, right? I'm feeling it. Lock in the answer. No! It was the other one! I can't win a 50-50 to save my life. Uh-oh. I think I just killed someone. I think I just killed my friend. Wait, it was Oymet. It was Oymet. She's nothing, right? Like, that's what she gets for all the, what's it called? With Fearsome Fang, I travel with a pact. Together we find harmony and peace for our land. With Fearsome Fang, I travel in a pack. Together we find harmony and this peace for our land does not lack. I mean, it's got to be a wolf. Owls don't travel in packs, and serpents, I don't even know what serpents do besides slither into like tiny corridors. It's a wolf. I ain't losing all met. She's got pretty hair, all right? Watch this. See, we're good. On my belly, do I? Okay, I don't need to read anymore. Serpent statue. Indeed, the dread serpent turned protector, lured to slumber ere it would tear asunder. The riddles that he's moving way too quickly. Desire you that which I claim, then we shall play another game. Yeah, can I have my cat back, please? That'd be cool. A test of memory and mind. Choose wisely, and all you may go yet free. Little memory games? Twixt these talisman, hide friend and foe. Choose your companions well, or sorrow no. Oh, this is the side! Oh no, did I miss the clue because I was facing the wrong way? Is the percentage of the meaning of their arrangement? No. Oh, maybe this is like a matching game. Maybe this is no. I'll cope. Maybe it's a matching game, and like I have to pick two, and it's like Ronkin, and we have to like figure out the partners, you know? So like I picked this one. Why is it asking me to select this talisman? Ooh, I'm sorry, Almet and Ishtola. Y'all might not be making it out of this little temple. They're all the same. Not looking good for the home team. It's okay. I can win a 1 in 8. I can win a 1 in 8. Trust me. This one spoke to me earlier. Right? Nothing on the walls to look at. We must choose carefully. Don't say that. Let me pick haphazardly. Even the images are the same. How am I supposed to figure this out? Go! Oh. Okay, so this is like a matching game. We're good. I just need to remember them. There's Ishtola. See? Look. So, okay, I figured this out. We got it. This is going to be easy. There's Oymet. There's that one. So we don't want to summon them, because that's a terrible idea. It's easy. Now I just need to find the other Ishtola. There we go. It's a hollow Ishtola. Your comrades are assembled at last. There still yet remains one trial you must pass. If you would glean the knowledge enshrined in this earth, I would first take the measure of your worth. One worthy of she who the Ronkins extolled must be strong of mind, body, and soul. Defeat the Huaca. Ready, team? Stop spinning! Stop spinning the boss!
No mercy.
I forgot to play this job. It's this one.
I will not hold back. Here I come.
Ah! Help! I need you guys. Oh, nice move! Nice move. Nidhogg trial marauder moment. I got it. And watch, I will shoot the thing in a different direction. I used the wrong buff there. That's okay. It's a solo trial. Who cares? I'm allowed to do jank DPS here. Oops. Nice. Nice dodge, Ishtola.
Away with you!
Take this, and that, and this!
Poison, come gather around me. The pink parse, though? Reinforcements, leave them to me. You got them all, Met. I'll watch. Nice. Oh, I'm supposed to be... No, I'm outside of the thing. I can't hit him. I can't hit him. We mustn't waste time with the slimes. Hit the Guardian. Fine. Ah, wow, I got greedy. Die, please. There we go. Leave the throne. Why do we have to leave? Usually it just freezes me and I have to stand there. Bam, 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 bam.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite.
She tried to flick her hair, but her hair's too short. She can't do it. It's like me doing it, just, you know? I guess I could do it. Maybe I'm not respecting the tech.
Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
I wonder whose tomb is here.
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage's Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
How did she avoid the accent? Why does Simet not sound like the others? Aren't they like kin?
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft, It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot? The final days. If, as the XIV's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar.
She was creating her own
I shall refrain from making any
conspiracy
further wild
theories.
claims until such time as I have evidence.
No, I like conspiracy theories. Lay it on me, Shitola.
Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
Then you must recall Emmett Selk's dying request.
Remember us.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions could not fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin.
Then die with Emmett Selk and his kin.
But we have disturbed Tuna long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
Can we like close the tomb? Like, how does that work? Do you just remove the little bucket thing and it goes away? By pensive expression, I take it the tomb has given you much to think about as well. Well, that is well. In time, the knowledge you have gleaned will lead to understanding. Thus, arm you with what's to come. Before you leave, however, I speak again on the teachings of our forebears, of histories learned, not lived. The legend of Tiuna and her exploits has been told for countless times over the centuries. Yet as handed from one generation to the next, the story changes. With each telling of the tale, there are new flourishes, details are changed or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, for we were not there to see it. But we are now here to bear witness to your life, and we've seen the change you have wrought. The echoes which endure long after are gone, though to change in time. I swear you, we do our best to preserve your story. I hope you forgive me if I don't make an oath of my own, but I think it goes without saying we could never misspeak of your heroism. perish the thought. So long as we're here, there are none among the Vise who will know not of what you've done for Novrant. We're not deserving of such reverence, but we are grateful all the same. You can't be certain we will have our own tales to tell of the great guardians of Raktika and the ruins of Ronka. Pray for your safe travels then. We shall ever wait for your return with open arms. As you can see, I'm walking away from the MSQ. Let it be known as a sign. Oh my goodness, is that Olmet? Oh my goodness, there's 4 of them. So, what are we doing tomorrow? Y'all free tomorrow? Do I have to make good on my Eureka promise since I didn't do it today? I will not. What a strange world. But yes, do Eureka. You promised. I never promised. I don't make promises, so I don't break your heart when I inevitably don't do it. Are we aura farming? We're just walking around, you know, taking a stroll. We look a lot better walking than running after all. A lot more natural. Don't expect to see like too many outfits in this character either. You know, again, more in the basket of don't get too attached. But yeah, I mean, I think we're done for the day. I'm gonna leave Ishtola hanging up there. I have my own bunny boy to cope. You have a bunny boy? Like account? Yes. Lahi Anthem as goodbye. Where is that? That's in down here, right? I'm not surprised. But you need to sing it. I can only sing the first line. It's the only part of the song I know. God, this thing is so slow. Here it comes. Lahi, now you have Ebola. Alright, that's all you're gonna get because I don't know the rest of it. What is that? Oh, it's Mind Maker. You want to fight Mind Maker, rat? Look at this guy. What a cool looking dude. I don't think that was right. What do you know about Lahi? You don't know the words to Lahi. All right, I think we're done here. No more Lahi farming. Also, how is Shio showing up in chat, but he isn't chatting on Twitch nor YouTube? He's on Twitch. What are you talking about? He's literally chatting on Twitch. You're just lying to everybody here. We have a high trust society on this stream. You can't go around lying all the time. You're messing up the vibes. Maybe Twitch is just busted because Rat was like going off about like something too earlier, and I think Twitch is just going through it today. Oh, you know what the other thing I wanted to say before I go was, they remove, I've never run polls, obviously. I lost all the histories of the polls that we did for the thing. Which is like upsetting. I'm mad about that. Now I have to like fabricate them for the short that I want to make out of it. So it's gonna suck. I'll figure it out. I'm like a wizard with that stuff. You know, the technicals, we'll figure out the technicals. Volker will never know there is a fanfic of Bernie and Xenos. Did you write that? I thought the original one was Murney and Bernie, and now we're on Bernie and Xenos. Is Bernie like a maxed shipped character? Like he has like 50 ships and they're all like as popular as each other? He's like the character that like you're like, wait, why doesn't my character get any ships? And it's because all the ship writers are shipping Bernie with every character known to man. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I think we'll close for today. No more no fanfic writing anymore. We're done here. I'll see you all tomorrow for maybe Eureka. Maybe something. I don't know. Post birthday stream. I'm like, what do we do? That was the peak of Final Fantasy content. But anyway, take care, guys.